Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our next stream in the series. How's everyone doing today? Getting my streams all set up, my windows. All right, so I did lots and lots of testing between the last stream and this stream, so hopefully there won't be any issues today. Hopefully the audio is good. If it's not, let me know and I will adjust it from there. But we should be good to go today. Fingers crossed. And I even have the recording set up so that in post processing, if the audio levels are off, I can change. Should be all good to go. So thank you guys for joining me. All right, I'm going to pop on in. Have some updates for you of things I've been tinkering around with in the last stream and this stream. Because I've spent not inconsiderable amount of time trying to make sure that we are all good to go. Oh, you know what? I do have to reset. I learned this, that this doesn't stay consistent every time you open the game. It automatically defaults to your native settings. When I stream, I have to specifically turn it on, but that should be. All right, making sure I got everything else all set to go. All right, well, welcome back to the stream today. I hope you guys are having a good day. I have some updates for you between the last stream and this stream, and if you'd like to skip them in the replay in the VOD, you can timestamps below to skip ahead, but I just wanted to keep you updated. So when we ended our last stream, we were like 45 XP away from a level up, and I know that I spent the last level up doing a lot of video stuff in the stream, and it was kind of boring. So I wanted to go ahead and level up the characters off stream so that they'd be ready to go for today. I needed that 45 XP, and I tried to get a goblin alone and like fix that situation, but I aggroed a whole area in the Blighted Village, so few people might be dead there. But we got our level up. I spent time going through some different specs and edits, so I wanted to let you know what those were so that you're not confused today. All right, starting with our main character, Payne, took her first level in Ranger. So we were doing this thief, Ranger, Gloomstalker multi-class, but we've only taken rogue levels up to this point. Now we have a level in Ranger. It's not super exciting right now because we get most of our stuff at levels 2 and 5. But we did get an ability called Favored Enemy, which gave us a proficiency in investigation. I chose the Bounty Hunter option. I'm Natural Explorer, which I chose Urban Tracker, and that gave us Sleight of Hand. So those are two things we already had from our Rogue build. So between Rogue, Ranger, and our Urchin background, we now have 8 different skill proficiencies. It's great. Basically, the only thing we're bad at is intelligence-based skills that aren't investigation. And our investigation isn't great because we don't have a high int, but it's at least not negative. All right, and then I totally forgot that we were going to do that fun blaster build on Will. So I had taken the 3rd level in Warlock in our last stream, but we actually needed to put him into Fighter. So I respec'd him entirely. I started with 2 levels of Fighter instead of Warlock. A, I think that works well with his backstory, and B, it allowed me to take the saving throws for fighters are Strength and Constitution. Constitution is used for concentration checks. So if we have concentration spells in the future, I wanted to have that concentration proficiency. So 2 levels of fighter. I took the defense fighting style, which gives him a +1 to his AC when he is wearing armor. And then we also took, it also gives us Second Wind, which is a heal, and an action surge, which will be really fun when we get multiple Eldritch Blast Beams going on a little bit later. Then we took the 2 levels in Warlock. We lost a level in Warlock because I had leveled it up to 3, which is 2nd level spells. So we lost our 2nd level spells. but it still gives us Dark One's Blessing, which is the temporary hit points if we kill something. I took the same invocations that we talked about in the last stream, so we've got Agonizing Blast and Double Sight, and I figured out what Hex does, so I'm not confused anymore. I was right to be confused because it's not a super helpful buff in general, according to most everyone. We're most likely going to be going with Strength every time because that will lower their ability to resist shoving actions from our melee fighters, and their ability to like jump or move out of the way or things like that. We also may choose Dexterity if the situation calls, maybe Intelligence or Charisma if we're trying to reduce a caster's ability to counterspell us. Those are going to be really situation and probably not until a bit later. All right. I think that's it for him. Then those are the only two I was planning on respecking. Hello, welcome. Welcome for being here for the first time. Thank you so much. All right, so the last respec that I did that I wasn't planning on until about 2 a.m. last night. So I changed Shadowheart's subclass. So she's still a cleric. She was trickery before. And there's Shadowheart's like hard to change in the early game because she is so connected with her deity, and I didn't want to change the flavor of that. In one of my other games, I moved her into a war cleric, which is also really helpful and I think fits the Shar vibe. This one's a little bit further away, but I saw a suggestion for online. I thought it would be really fun to try out. We are taking, we're going to be mostly cleric with 1 level of wizard. This came from another D4 video. I'll make sure to put that in the description on the, when we're done with the bot. I forgot to update that today. But it was the same person that we used for some of our other brainstorming early on in our character development. But basically, we're taking Tempest Cleric, and we're going to use like the dark power of Storm and Darkness and energy to basically just give her some better abilities. Trickery Cleric is really fun, but it's hard to use, and as I was looking through my list, I finished the game. Also, I think that happened in between the last year and this one on a different character. I finished the game. I've played through with Trickery. I've switched things around. Trickery is fun in a tabletop setting. I don't think the abilities are very strong in Baldur's Gate as a video game. At least I don't play that way. If you like to charm and things like that, if you're into like the bard skills and everything, it can be a really, really, really fun build, but I don't use them very often. So we are swapping out things like Guy's Self, Charm Person, Pass Without a Trace, Mirror Image. I did use Mirror Image quite a bit, but that was the only like one I was really sad to lose. We are going to be gaining Fog Cloud, Thunder Wave, Shatter, and Gust of Wind, which are all super helpful spells that I use regularly. And the whole idea between this is that we're going to be using the Tempest Cleric's Destructive Wrath, that's the divinity, to double damage on our Lightning Thunder spells. And by taking a level on Wizard, we get 6 extra spells for just 1 level of Wizard to choose from, which we can pick up Shocking Grasp and Ray of Frost as cantrips. That's not part of the 6 spells. And then we can also pick up Chromatic Orb, Long Strider. That's what these little swoopies around our character are right now. I buffed the whole party. It's a ritual spell, so it doesn't take a spell slot. It just means we get 10 extra feet of movement in combat, which is great. I took Jump, Magic Missile, Disguise Self, so we can keep some of that cleric trickery vibe going on. And I also took Featherfall so that we can like just go jump around and not care. Also, investing in intelligence makes her Firebolt do something, which Shadowheart is well known in the community for missing a lot. And so by putting points into intelligence for the wizard spells, we also will hit more with her Firebolt, which is one of her elf skills, her elf abilities, but it has a different DC than the rest of her cleric stuff because it's not based on wisdom. I think I got most everything. It is a really big upgrade, yeah. I haven't been a big fan of the trickery, but I haven't changed it. Yeah, it's really overwhelming to change things, especially when you're higher level, because then you have to catch up on everything. And I think doing this from the ground up at a lower level, I think will be more helpful to like, get a grasp on it. War Cleric is also really great because you have Guided Strike, which adds +10 as a reaction for your channel divinity. So if you like really need your rogue to hit something, which I thought about on this build because we have a rogue, like, oh, if you miss that sneak attack hit, like it'd be so nice to be able to buff that. But I thought we'd try something different. The whole thing with this idea of the lightning spells in the video game versus tabletop is that in the video game you can make things wet. You can have destroy water or destroy create water and make these huge areas of water that can be electrified. So if you use a lightning based spell and hit an area that's already wet, the enemies will take double damage from cold and lightning. But if we're using that lightning from our destructive wrath channel divinity, then we can double the spell on top of that. So you're doing like 4 times the amount of damage than you would normally if they weren't wet and not electrocuted. So I haven't done this before successfully. I do have a storm sorcerer, but I haven't played her in a while. So we're gonna see how this goes. It also gives her a heavy armor proficiency, so I bought her some chainmail. I dyed everything purple so that we're still in the Shar theme. I also bought her, Erin has, behind us there, Erin has a staff called Rain Dancer that gives us a free create water every day so that I don't have to use a spell slot for it. We have more options for earth spells, but we don't have more spell slots because we're just a full caster regardless. So I picked up that extra magic item so we have an extra spell slot for our build today. I didn't change Karlach at all. She's our perfect Wildheart Barbarian as she is. So yeah, today she does a little dance on the screen. So in between sessions, I cast Jump on everyone so that we'd all have longer movement speed. We're going to do daily buffs for aid at 2nd level for Shadowheart so we all have more hit points. And Karlach has Speak with Animals. So all those are prepped and ready to go. I have a couple more updates. I'm sorry, this is so long at the start of the stream here. That's why I'll have timestamps in the video. But whilst I was trying to get that extra 45 experience in the Blighted Village, I looted some of the random crates so that we wouldn't have to do that today. Found a couple books that'll be relevant. I'll read them later on. And I also found some blueprints and instructions for a weapon that I didn't want to forget to pick up today. And when we get to the area where that's applicable in, I'll let you know more about it. I also was going to find a smuggler's ring for us in this session on stream, but I accidentally ran right past it, so I just picked it up while I was there. That is on our rogue. It is found on a skeleton along the river by the Risen Road. They're looking for it. It gives us +2 to stealth and +2 to sleight of hand, but it takes 1 point away from our charisma, which would drop us down, because we're at an even number now, it would drop us down to a +2 instead of a +3. So I'm not going to equip this by default right now, but if we know that we're going to go in a situation where we need stealth or sleight of hand, we can go ahead and sort that out. Also, I have a way to combat that -1 charisma a little bit later. Probably not today, but maybe during our next stream. We'll get to that. All right. Also, if you don't know, patch 3 is out. I haven't read all the notes on it, but I do know there's a magic mirror in your cane. So if you want to change your appearance for your tab, you can do that. It has to be a custom character. You can't change the origin character. But the only thing I did is I made her hair a little bit more coral, because we talked about it being coral in the character creation, and then it ended up being really pink in game. So I just toned it down a little bit. And I think that's everything. All right, so we are starting off today in the Grove. I wanted to come back here real quick because we need to go talk to Damon. We have Karlach now, who we found in our last stream. So we are just going to go talk to our infernal mechanic over here. He is an infernal weapons mechanic, but he might be able to help Karlach out.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
So
Be my
interesting.
guest.
Every time
Don't
he
get
says
too
it, like,
close or your eyes will melt
you might
shut.
be leaking oil, even though you're a person. Strange differentiation there.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron.
Don't worry, we have
And
plans.
a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
I ship the two of them so hard. Like, I mean, I know everyone loves Karlach. We are hopefully going to love Karlach in this playthrough, but I ship her and Damon so much. All right, let's go ahead and ask where we should.
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
All right, we'll keep our eyes out.
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up.
Oh, he just took us right to the screen. We are good for now. I spent all of our money yesterday
Forged from the heart.
buying that chainmail and the staff for Shadowheart. So let's hop on over to the Blighted Village, where we will not be greeted by goblins when it's still kind of frozen over there. So we have a couple of basements to check out here. We're gonna start off over on this side.
Seems simple enough. Bet I can crack that open.
We need the guidance, probably not, but we'll take it anyway. Oh, maybe we did need the with the 2, we needed the guidance. All right, we still made it. It's fine. All right, so oh, it is dark down here. I don't know if my eyes. Oh, okay, we weren't facing that direction. I was like, why is it so hard to see? I don't want you guys to have trouble seeing it. Book over here we'll pick up.
Anything of use?
1 single gold piece. Moldy cheese. Not the good kind of cheese mold. Although, if you ask me, there isn't a good type
Why
of.
are we slowing down?
Sorry. I'm not a huge cheese fan, I know, but not for me. All right, now that we have all like the introductory stuff out of the way, let me know how your games are going if you're playing. We're gonna make our way over to this other room, which is gonna have a couple things of interest for us. Right, so above this, there is a house that has a floor that is covered with calcified spider webs, I think is what they're called. But if you break those, you can come down this way if you don't have lockpicks. You would take fall damage though, unless you want to cast Featherfall. And then we have this furnace over here. So if we go to turn this on now, the regular fire. But let's look around and see what we can find. Making your way through the shadows towards the tower. Excellent. All right. I forget exactly where. Maybe it's over here. Something. Oh,
Trap. Be cautious.
oops. That's what I get. That's fine. Here we go. Highcliff's blueprints. That's what I was looking for. We have precise arcs, neatly drawn lines form the blueprints of these 3 weapons: a great sword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each the length. I can't read today, apparently. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing a useful ingredient: Susur bark. Susur bark can only be found, can only be applied to an ordinary unmodified blade. Up top, what I was picking up before is that we've got these faded instructions and faded blueprints. So together with this, we have a new quest objective. See if we can find it. Finish the masterwork weapon. We discovered that Susur trees can be found deep within the Underdark. We found blueprints for a masterwork weapon, and all we need to forge one is some of that bark from the tree. So we're going to hang on to that information when we go to the Underdark so we can find some Susur bark. And when we do, we can come back here and forge a weapon. I blew up all of these chests because I had clicked on it instead of right-clicking on it to disarm and opened it from further away than I was expecting, but it's fine. And there is something else great down here. Did I blow up the ladder? I did blow up the ladder. Karlak. Yes, your singing is lovely. Okay, how heavy is that chest? Can I move it where... Can I pick this up? Excellent. Thank you, strong lady. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna drop this on the ground and use Payne. Ooh, locked.
And, well, in it. Wonder what's past this.
Watching these streams really emphasizes how much I missed, despite thinking I was being so thorough. Yeah, there's so much to find, and there's things that I didn't get on my first try. There's things that I've looked up, like, honestly, like, I didn't know everything that I know from playing. I would try and do things first, and then if it didn't work out, or if I got really, really stuck on something, I'd pick it up. Or sometimes I was watching someone else play the stream, and then I was like, oh, didn't know that existed. So, here we have some infernal iron for Karlak.
Infernal metal! This can help dam and patch up my engine.
That's awesome. We also found a steel forged sword, which we are absolutely going to equip. That is a +1 sword. So now we have 2 magical weapons, bypassing any weapon. Creatures that can resist non-magical weapons can't resist. There's both types in the game, but it'll help us be a better person, better fighter. So here we have the specs for our infernal iron. It just explains. Looks like they're questioning where it came from. It was a gift from Redacted. Smells faintly of sulfuric odor. Forging unsuccessful, will not melt or warp at standard temperatures. So, that will be helpful. And we can hop right back on over to the grove, but to be time efficient, let's finish clearing out
How much further can I go?
Lighted Village. Oh, I forgot to show you this too. If you don't already know about it, we're gonna do this in another video. Oh, we're not grouped anyway. Karlak, you come over here.
The hammer's gonna fall!
Do we have a bludgeoning weapon? We do. Take out her fancy sword and switch it for a club. Bash in.
Hey!
You come here, please. You. Do a smash. Did we do a smash? Oh, have we not found it yet? Is that the problem? Come here. Thank you. There we go. Again. There we go. All right, so through here we have the Whispering Depths, which is one way to the Underdark.
All right.
But we'll just
What
save
now?
that for later.
Very well.
Not above looking things up. I'm playing to have fun, not to prove. Yeah, exactly. Same thing goes for like I'll have a negative opinion of save scumming, and it's like I'm not gonna change roles if I didn't get something, but if something like genuinely upsets me, like that we didn't get, or like a major story beat that went horribly wrong, like just reload your game. It's fine. Unless that's not fun for you. If that's not fun for you, then play however you want is what I'm saying, and don't judge others for playing the way they want to. All right, so we have a bunch of stuff in this building as well, and we're gonna have quite an adventure downstairs. But let me pick through the apothecary first. Glad you could join us today, Katie. Fun chatting. Right. I did loot over here, I think. Yes, not yesterday. The last time I was playing, just to make sure that we had it. Using my item finder to find the helpful potions amongst all these empty bottles. I would normally probably loot like everything here. But I'm not going to do that since we're on stream. We're just going to try and speed through as quick as we can. Ooh, a potion of speed. That's always nice. Right, we have a wooden hatch here that we're going to use in a moment. Surprised our tiny little gnome hands can reach that. We're clipping the wall. I can't see what's there. All right, I think we got everything of note. Oh, extracts rule of 3. This is just to help you if you don't know how to do alchemy at this point. It'll tell you like you're supposed to use 3 at a time. But as we talked about in the last video, it's as easy as putting extract all button. That's how I always do it. I don't usually go through and all right, let's head down into this wooden hatch. Just to show you kind of where we are on the map, we are directly south of Bay Point. Right, and for this room, I try and take some kind of approach. We're gonna just move clockwise around the room so that we don't miss anything. 4 potions of healing, yes please. Another potion of healing over here. Not gonna bother looking through those. You can take some bed linens if you'd like. There are a lot of items that I'm a little bit sad that there's like nothing to do with them. Ingots in particular. I was collecting all my ingots in my first playthrough until Act 3, and they weren't for anything. I heard in early access there was like a forge or something that you could use them on, but I don't think that made it into the final game. So I was just carrying these ingots around forever, and then finally sold them for money.
What's that?
All right, so the what's that is for a lever on the wall back here. Let's make sure I have it. That room.
What's hiding here?
That is going to move this bookshelf to reveal a door over here. Get everything. All right, there's a couple of mushrooms back here. And this interesting little underground cave. Now, speaking of things that I have seen other people do on the internet,
Bet that will fit in my
I
pack.
always avoid the fight here. There's a fight here that you can trigger, and ever since, wait, I don't want a poo scraper. No, thank you. No, thank you. There's a fight in this area that you can entirely avoid, and the first time I did it, it went really bad, and I've avoided it ever since. But I've heard that you can get a summon down here, so I've only heard about it, and I haven't done it before, so we're gonna have to try and see how it goes. But
What's that?
this up for later. This upcoming battle was really tough. Yeah, it's a hard one. And there are multiple tricks to it too. So especially as my first playthrough, and being low level and not like knowing what the tactic was, not knowing what set things off. I'll stop being cryptic for those of you who don't know. These caskets aren't things that you can just loot. There are creatures inside of them. So we're going to split up our party and we are going to place them strategically where we want them to be. We're going to let Payne hide over here. Will, being our fighter now, maybe be a little bit closer to the action. Shadowheart is going to come back here. Now, I would want to like wet the area first, save an action, but I don't know if that'll apply. This build is new to me, so I don't know if that'll apply to the things that come out of the caskets. So we're going to initiate combat first. I'm going to save, and let's get started. We are surprised by this agile guardian, and he's gonna shoot us with arrows and wake up his friends. He gets to act twice because we were surprised and didn't know that he was here. Oh, you get to release 2 of your friends in the same turn. Great, excellent. All right, we are all going at the same time, which is actually great. So we're going to first move Shadowheart over here and drop some water on the. Oh, you have to be close for that.
Keep going.
And drop some water over here. And you know what? Just to see how this goes, since this is new for us, let's drink one of those potions of speed. I want to do the thing on the same turn. So we're going to use Chromatic Orb to cast Lightning. Lightning, yes. You can see this is an area of effect. So, yeah, let's use it. We're going to use our Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath to maximize our damage. We don't have to roll for it. It just does max. 32 damage. Excellent. I did think it would ricochet to the other guy, but that's fine. That's fair. It's good. We're going to move back here. We have our Potion of Speed, so we have plenty of movement on us. And that whole area is now unoccupied. So she can end her turn. Let's bring Karlak.
This is my happy place.
Up here. Careful not to get into the sparks. Let's rage before I forget. We have the Bear Heart, which reduces all incoming damage except for Psychic. Not enough movement. Rude. All right, I guess I should have just opened another casket and tried to attack one of them.
I smell blood.
Let's see.
One day I'll catch a
Get
break.
a sneak attack off. I have a lightning arrow. That. That's not a sneak attack, but it's a lightning arrow, and we kill him anyway. Great. We don't have dual crossbows yet because we haven't found hand crossbows, so we are just going to hide again. I'm not in a hiding spot. We can dash. We should have done that first.
Very well.
All right, and then poor Karlak ran over here, and there's not going to be anything for her to fight next turn. He's not going to kill that straight off, so it'll be fine. All right. Anything else that we are doing this turn? I think we are
Ready
good.
for another round?
I guess she can try and make a range attack. It's going to be at disadvantage, but we may as well not use our action. Fine. All right, then they get to go. Oh, okay. And let's go again. Let's let Karlak attack this one first. Sure. Oh, okay. Didn't know that was going to end the turn. We still want to... There it is. Oh, I opened up the right one. Great. I wonder if you can just open this one up to begin with, because I didn't know which casket it was in. So I wonder if you open this one and none of the other ones. So we don't have to open the other ones. We can call our party back together.
Have to keep going.
Make sure we got everything here. Yeah, that 32 damage from Shadowheart at the beginning is much better than missing a firebolt every turn. Got an arrow of Ilmater, which stops things from healing, which is pretty fun. Let me look at this scroll. Let's see. That was fun. Had to defend a turning undead. Okay. I'm not joking. I have played, I don't know how many hours this game so far, but it's over 300 at this point, probably. I don't think I've ever used Turn Undead. I have a bias against it in tabletop, and I think that's just carried over. I know it's a good spell. I know there's plenty of undead in this game, and I will try to use it during our playthrough, but I always want to use my other channel divinities, so I never use it. But I should. I definitely should. All right. Where was... Oh, there it is. Okay, I was like, where's the scroll? Okay, scroll of summon quasit. We can summon a quasit from the lower planes, and the scroll is destroyed upon use. The familiar can turn invisible and scare enemies. And I think that I read, and this is kind of what, like, there were a lot of ideas bouncing around in my head, but I was like, well, what if we give Shadowheart a level in Wizard, and then she can learn spell scrolls, right?
There's no time to waste.
I don't know if this works the same way. It does. So we could learn it on Shadowheart and then have Quasit familiar. We could have also done that with Will if we took Pact of the Chain, which I think we decided against, but also we're not taking another level of Warlock for him. We're going to do Sorcerer the rest of the way. So that'll be fun. I also heard that there was an interaction with the scroll about like not even having to learn it, but getting like a free cast of it. So we might not do that today. I might research it a little bit more just to make sure that we're getting the best use out of it. If there's a way to learn it and not have to use a spell slot to summon him, that would be really cool. Or we can just learn it and not rely on the internet. I'm gonna think about it and we'll get back to it. All right, we're gonna give the spell scrolls though to Shadowheart and just move our inventory over to Karlach because, oh no, Karlach didn't have her sword. I'm sorry, Karlach. Move all these things over so that I can just be good. Is there anything else important from that fight that we need to look at right now? Don't believe so. We do have a healer's log, and this just talks about the healers from this apothecary. Pause it if you want to read it. And we also have, oh, nope, we looked at that already. So we're good. Good to go.
What might you be hiding? I'll go this way.
There's something else over here that might have gone very badly for me the first time I was here. I have since learned. Who has... I think we have Shadowheart do this conversation. I'm trying to think if it's a charisma-based check or if it's intelligence-based, because now that she's super smart. Let's do it on Payne. See how this goes.
Let's move.
Speak your name.
All right, sorry about that. All right, we can lie and give her a fake name, or we can tell her our name. I think Payne is gonna give her a fake name.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
Yes, I am an ally.
Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. possess Tan.
We failed our history check. That was intelligence based, so we might have gotten more information in this game with Shadowheart. Sorry, I'm gonna metagame here, but we're gonna say a foul creature. Terrible guy.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me,
But
why might one use balsam ointment?
and this is why you want to read your books, folks. If you read your books in this game and you have a conversation interaction, like a interaction, even if you don't physically read the books, if you open the books, it'll give you other dialogue options. So if you don't read the books, it'll just give you 3 options. And here we have an extra option that we found it in the journal upstairs. That, or we can say that we know because we're a ranger now. That option.
Acceptable. Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
There is a wrong answer here. We are going to say that we want to get rid of the worm.
You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
Thank you, creepy mirror. So the mirror's going to let us pass. If you fail that check,
Laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
it's bad. I don't want to spoil it for you if you want to have that encounter, but mirror gets real mad at you and becomes a difficult encounter. All right, so we're just going. Oh, we just helped ourselves to a seat there. We're just going to pick up the important bits here. Going to pick up the important bits here. That book, since it gave us a note there, I'll go ahead and read it now. The book is filled with pages and pages of observations, tracking travelers and people in the village. You turn to the final pages. And it's going to give a log of all the merchants that have through. It mentions someone from Kalashite, from someone from not Thayan, Rashimi, question mark. Not Thayan, not Thayan, not Thayan, but dangerous. So they seem to be interested in Thayans. That in mind. And the other one has strange alchemical sketches and formulae written plainly with some rune scripts that you recognize. These are guides to transmuting metals and recipes for weapons of war. So that's an interesting thing down here. But we do see that the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. So that's, you know, slightly concerning. That's actually our way out, so we're gonna go there later. We come over here, there's a bear.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Yeah, sorry, Katie. We did a long update at the very beginning of this video, so I'll put that in the replay with timestamps for people to skip around if they want to. But we took 3 levels in Rogue. We're going to take the next 5 levels in Ranger, Stalker Ranger, and then we are going to go back to Rogue after that. It was really hard for me because I didn't get a lot from the first level Ranger. I'm like, but I want my ASI. I want level 4 in Rogue. How dare I rob myself of this? But I'm going to trust the process. We're going to give it a try. All right. So we have notes here on necromancy. Try and raise dead, reanimation, speak with dead, clone, reanimation, resurrection. I've reached the limit of my skills and resources. This book offers help. Dare I accept? So he was referencing a book.
Always room for more.
Maybe we'll find that in a moment. Skeleton had 4 gold in it for some reason. Buys a book. This is about hags. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means that her powers will be unique compared to that of her sisters, hags as a whole can still be divided into subcategories. Night hags, named for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring vital essence until a victim's soul can be trapped into the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty and selfish. Sea hags are known for devouring their victims whole. Sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. Green hags, they're beautiful. They're powerful. They speak not an ill word against them. I wonder if this book was written by a green hag. It's possible. Imagine encountering one of those. Truly, never indeed. AKA probably next time we stream. Possibly. All right, we found Braces of Defense. You gain +2 to your armor class as long as you are not wearing armor or holding a shield. We get to give those to Karlak. Oh, wait, she's wearing her ragey ones. Oh, we haven't used that once. Okay. Yeah? Yeah. All right. I usually am playing a spellcaster that doesn't wear armor, so I would normally wear those, but I don't. All right, we are going to walk over here. We are going to separate our party. Shadowheart is going to cast guidance on us. We are going to try. Oh, no, 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 not you.
Can't give up now.
We are going to try and be a careful little gnome as we face this ironed off portion of the basement. Flying colors, we got a 28 when we needed a 10. Disarm that trap. We failed another perception check, which the guidance was supposed to help us with.
Trap. Be cautious.
We see these two traps at least, so we can disarm them. A hint, if you're new to the game, if you fail a perception check, it's probably a trap or buried. So if you hear that noise, you just proceed with caution. We also see some glowing eyes down here in a book. Not common at all. So on the table, there's that note that mentioned a book, and he wasn't sure if he should indulge in it, I guess. We're going to go into turn-based mode. There's a trap underneath the book on this plate that we didn't see, so we are not able to disarm it, but we are going to attempt to put down a cup of water. If that works.
Might be useful.
We're running behind the backside of the table. Oh, no. All right, still set off the trap, but since we're in turn-based mode, I can disarm it. And we've disarmed the gargoyles that normally shoot fire. I don't know which parts of the things you need to do. It probably would have been fine since we disarmed the gargoyles, but we'll just be extra safe.
One day I'll
Disarm everything and close the door behind us. And now we have the Necromancy of Things.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Please don't open the creepy book.
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
I love Karlak's, please don't open the creepy book. Yes, definitely want to pick it up, for sure. Welcome, welcome, huzzah, glad you're here. All right, we can drop the tome or put it away. I don't think we're going to use it, but I don't really want to open it down here, so we're just going to put it in our bag. We're going to put it in our quest bag for some safekeeping. I have yet to use this book in any of my playthroughs. I want to use it at some point, but I haven't found the right character. All right, we're just gonna finish up in this room. We have some. I wish you could pick up these cool skulls. They're just for decoration. Some more gems down here for some crafting. Poisons. Rested key. Maybe that would have opened the door. I don't know. I just lockpick everything. We have a lever here. That's what would open the door and let us out. We could also go back the way we came, but I believe haven't checked this area yet, right? If we were, that's why I go in a circle in this room, because otherwise I'm just doomed to get everything I've already checked. We're already back there. Perfect. Plan worked. A couple more barrels and we can head on it. All right, we have one more potion of healing. No, I don't know if teams do anything in this game. I haven't explored a. You are supposed to be on site. I'm gonna start collecting paintings just out of curiosity in this playthrough, and I'm just gonna send them to camp. We don't need to carry them with us, but I'm curious if something in Act 3 has helped with that. I don't think it is, but we'll. All right. We have the goblins arguing outside. They don't know we were here. They don't know we killed their friends that way. Right. Let's head on up here. Oh, does that key open the chest over here? I didn't open this yet because I wanted to do it with you all on stream. I usually lockpick it. The key from downstairs opened it. Right. Yeah, I end the game with like on my one character with like 150 keys because I just had a Astarion unlock everything. I was like, oh. So we have a haste helm that I usually give to Astarion, but we can wear it in this game. At the start of each of our turns in combat, we gain momentum, get an extra move at the start of our turns. Take off our leather cap and do that, and we can give our leather hat to someone else. It counts as light armor, so we can't give it to Karlak or her AC will drop, but we can give it to Will. And we can leave that showing. That looks fine on him. Oh, I looted the fish bucket already. So many keys, all the keys. I think I got everything else in here. There was one thing up here I wanted to get with you all, although we don't need it anymore because we have the short sword that we found downstairs, but I'll still show it to you anyway, in case you don't know about it. Her climbing up these rocks is so cute. All right, Karlak, would you mind looking at this meat on the fire?
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Go ahead and grab that dagger. I have failed this and broken the dagger before. But we get it. Karlak's good.
You yank the dagger free, leaving a narrow slit behind.
Very pretty. So this is just a way to get another +1 dagger early on in the game if you need one. Again, our short sword is going to do for damage. Wait. Hold on. Why is this using... Oh. Yeah, okay. It's offhand, so it doesn't add the proficiency bonus. Or the Dexterity bonus. It's fine. We're good. Always in sleight of hand. Yeah. I didn't have Karlak in my first playthrough, so I didn't find her like where she was, and I wasn't looking my first playthrough, so so I use sleight of hand for most things, but this time around, I think everyone is full up on weapons, so we can send it back to camp. In case we ever need Astarion to join us for some reason and want to give him a magical weapon. But that'll do it for up here.
Soldier?
Should have done this when we were down here again, but one more encounter over here that I thought might be fun. We're definitely going to use Payne for this interaction.
One, two, tie my laces, 3, 4, sideways faces.
I haven't heard that line from Karlak before.
Let's get going.
All right, so in here there are 3 ogres, and in my first playthrough, like I didn't know that talking with them was an option, and so I ran away from them and never interacted with them. But we can see that Lump the Enlightened is talking to Chalk and Payne.
Breathe deep and
Payne?
move.
Payne? All right, got that right. Go see what they're up to.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
Right, so he is asking for the brand of the absolute, which we have seen on other people. If you remember back to fighting Flend, that glow on the eye that flared. And I think Edwin did it too. But we have a couple of different options here. Let's just compliment him first. You're quite elegant for an ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
I'll do one better. I'm one of the Absolute's chosen disciples. We're gonna try and deceive here. Gonna add our guidance from Shadowheart. Great. In future playthroughs, I'm gonna try getting the mark. Yeah, I did it on one of my characters.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
These guys crack me up. All right. I notice you don't bear a brand of your own either.
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow 2 masters only. Gluttony and greed.
Fair.
The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Lump, that wasn't very nice. Forget the goblins. You should be fighting for me.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
In the chat, my cat also follows only gluttony and greed. I love it. Cricket is still sleeping in the other room. All right. We can lie and say we'll pay them after killing's done. We can deceive. Oh, there's just two options for the same thing. Persuasion, I'll play you in the flesh of your fallen. You'll have your fill. I like that one the best. It's fun. And we don't have to pay them. It is a DC of 20. Fingers crossed. Oh no. I think we have inspiration. Maybe? Okay. There we go. Fun fact, in all my playthroughs, I have not ever paid them money. Sorry, guys.
A brilliant notion.
I'm brilliant. What can I say?
To my aching belly. We have a deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
Sounds good.
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
All right, another fun fact. We got pyramids theme inspiration, so we earned that inspiration right back. I always forget to use them.
Something over there.
So if you're in chat here and here in the future when we are at the goblin camp, please remind me because I will forget. But he has given us his war horn. Let's put it on our bar so we have a slightly larger chance of remembering. And we can summon them to come fight for us. I would like to see how that goes. We have a tiefling here. Did just pick up things from her, right? Okay, just the tarnished locket. I thought there was a book for some reason. Nope, don't put it on. Opens to reveal an intricate illusion of a stone tower. The words El Terrell, strength and unity are inscribed across the top. Let's get Shadowheart. Speak with her. I've only ever killed them, the ogres. Oh no.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell.
You would have gotten a good magic
Realize
item, though.
The tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
All right, poor tiefling. What brought you to this village?
Strange warriors. Gold. Skin. Silver blades.
She's talking about the Githyanki. Where did you see those warriors?
Mountains. Road. Gate.
I mean, I don't feel like we need to ask one of these questions, two of these questions, really. The other one seems rude, but let's ask what value they had on them.
True sight. No coin.
So, pretty sure the ogres did this, question mark?
Ogres. Hungry. Bloodied. Screams.
And where are you from? I'm pretty sure it's Eld.
El Terrell. Zoru. Friend.
So we talked to Zoru, I believe, on this stream when Lizelle was with us in the village. So let's see if there's anything else here.
No time to
Remember
waste.
specifically picking up some books.
Just check for anything useful.
Oh, I also meant to mention when it happened, over here, we got a perception check for that beam. I don't know why it's there. So if you shoot down the beam, you can knock down the upper part of the floor. But the thing is I've tried to drop it on the ogres, like for combat, and it did nothing. So I don't know what it's supposed to do. We have more volumes of A's for Azzinoth. We've got, I think we've done that one, Ementor, Asmodeus, and Oral. Maybe we haven't done that one on the stream. Saloon, Shar, and Sylvanas. And then this is a story about a beholder. And then whilst we're doing books, let me just pull these up really quickly. This is about, and this is one I picked up last time. Esteemed reader, while this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the outermost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find, in a word, shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute, reported by our agents in Eltergard, will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between Goblin and Loath-sworn Drow, Troll, and Duergar are particularly causes for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to the publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scorn Nouvelle, and Candlekeep. Let us hope that these reports are received proper gravity for the safety of all. Mingus Etcherly, Editor-in-Chief. That is a bit of foreshadowing for us. We also have the Order of the Gauntlet. Good is the absence of evil. This was in the, I think both of these were in Anders' Toll House area. It explains like good, law, and justice. So that's just some information if you want to read them. I think that'll be it for now for the reading. It's super disappointing. The beam, yeah, I know. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something else, but I've never been able to find that. I have something that isn't disappointing as we kind of move out western direction. Yeah. I'll show you in just a moment. Folly in the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. It is clearly old, but managed to hold its print over time. About a play. Part 1 is the loss of Netherfell, the great wizarding empire in the Humanities Age of Wonder. Part 2 of the great mage Karsus, his belief and terrible godhood, the ruin he wrought. Part 3 of Netherell's fall and 1,000 years of shade and Shar's subversion. Part 4 of Netherell's return and its shadow falling upon the land. Those are all very relevant to our story. Oh, we have an old school book.
Might explain what happened here.
Attendance logs filled with ancient pages. The pages, as pages and days progress, more and more pupils' names vanish from the entries. An urgent script note in the margin states that someone has to investigate what's become of the missing children and their families.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed upon the contents of an old journal.
We should keep moving.
So I knew about another interaction that I was just saying I was going to lead you to next. I don't think I've ever had Shadowheart open that book here. It's always been my character, and I haven't gotten this cutscene before.
Nothing. The trick of the light.
I want to know, but I don't think she's going to tell me. Don't take me for a fool. I'm going to save first in case she gets really mad at me.
take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest.
Okay.
Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
Yeah, that went about as well as I thought it would. While we're on that note, walk you over. Walk this way. It took me several times to find this voice line, and I kind of geeked out over it once. Are we not saying it? Did we already find this in the last session? She usually says something about the hopscotch here. I don't remember if we already did that or not. I don't think we were over here before. Wall.
Missing children. Maggie Terrance, Marcus Terrance, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Run out of the area and come back one more time just to see if we can get it to trigger, and if not, then I'll tell you the gist of what it says. She gives a voice line about it feeling very familiar. So paired with her transfixion over the book that we just found, and one more interaction that we're going to have in the area up here. Wrong way. Just some Shadowheart backstory that I want to pick up on.
Look what we got here! Another little birdie wanting to fly! Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm!
I forgot to switch back to Payne.
Hope you got a stomach for ice!
Shadowheart doesn't have any charisma for this conversation. This is your favorite scene in the entire game. Oh no. Yeah, Barkus is tied up there. We'll try and get him down. We're a deep gnome. We gotta look out, you know. Shadowheart. You would say not looking for trouble, I just want to pass by.
Funny. That's what our birdie wanted. Release me this instant, you beasts! Unless you want to join him up there, you best pay the toll. Cough it up!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
In the chat, we have a comment saying, I had no idea how to read closely. I am with you. I lucked out my first time in this interaction. We'll get to it in a second, but I lucked out and picked the right one, but I didn't understand the difference between the two. All right. We can try and persuade him. That is not going to go well for Shadowheart. We could read his thoughts. Use our Illithid wisdom. And say that we're gonna let you live, and I don't think that's gonna go well. Let's first try and detect his thoughts. DC of 9.
That's a lot of coin, I think.
All right, we're gonna use our Illithid wisdom and say, nope, we're not gonna pay anything. You're just gonna let us leave. Difficulty of 2. Yes, deep thoughts.
You're a true soul.
Sure are.
I didn't know. Wouldn't dare question you, never.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
We'll leave you to it.
Thank you, sir.
All right then.
By the sundering, the parasite allows us to influence others.
Is that the first time we've
Taking
used it in this
away
playthrough?
the free will of others could be a gift or a curse in disguise.
Or like you just approved. I saw it
Power born
in the corner.
might be dangerous in the wrong hands, but valuable in ours.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
Okay. Through these. And between this manipulation could be useful, or we should understand them first. Let's go with that one.
Sensible.
All right. Marcus.
Should mind my step.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you down. We're just gonna walk over here first. Gonna trigger your other thing? Shadowheart is not triggering dialogue anymore. Okay. Sure. I'm so bummed you guys don't get to see it. She usually gets transfixed on this statue and her hand hurts again. Okay, so what we were laughing about earlier in the chat, this level says break lever, and this one says release break lever. So we're gonna pick the break lever and try and stop the windmill from going. But if you choose the other one, very funny but very sad thing happens to Marcus.
Has to put my hands on everything.
Actually, let's... I want everyone running around. Let's go upstairs first. I cried of laughter at this point. Oh my goodness, Liz. Alright, we're just gonna pick up things to sell. All the way over there somewhere. Alright. Group up. Oh, I forgot. There's the basement. Sorry, Marcus will be right there. Important things down in the basement. Alright, we also get our speedy light feet. These are medium armor. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain lightning charges. We cannot wear... Rangers can't wear medium armor, can they? I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure rogues definitely can only wear light, but... and then we have a smoke powder satchel. So this is a heavy backpack, and it weighs not very much, but we're gonna take this baguette and some food. We're actually gonna pick up the backpack because Will needs one. I've been using this little pouch, but I would prefer to put his personal belongings in a backpack. Okay. Is that everything we wanted down here? I think so. Okay, Marcus, we're coming.
No traps.
Oh no! Oh, okay. That was moving again, right?
What are you waiting for?
Was I seeing things, or was the game malfunctioning there for a second?
Cut me loose!
And awfully rude. For him anyway.
Ugh. Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs.
They were awful.
Well, get on with it.
I'm surprised he still has that line since we're Deep Gnome. I was looking forward to some Deep Gnome specific chat here. That's a bit of a bummer. You seem a little confused.
You saved me. Now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
No. I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take
That was
my
the backpack.
pack, if you can find it.
We just picked it up.
The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
Sir, you had an apple and like 4 gold pieces and a baguette. I don't like that I don't have gnome specific dialogue for him. I know what the response is when I press this, but I don't want the conversation to end.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems.
That's not
Deep
correct.
gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know.
I know, I
I've
am
lived
one.
in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
I am so bummed there wasn't dialogue there. And also, if I'm laughing during a serious moment during dialogue, I'm not laughing at them, I'm laughing at chat. Chat said the baguette is very heavy. Just wanted to make that clear. All right, well, we freed Barkus. I had been looking forward to that for a while, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of disappointed. I'm gonna see if this triggers if we run like the other ones in the shrine. I'm really sad that like not. I don't know if I should like reload the game since I'm missing both Shadowheart dialogue and have anything. All right. I think that does everything that we're going to do in the Blighted Village. There is one more building we didn't check, but I'm not going to do that. Those who know, but we're just going to leave them to it. We have done all that. All right, I think my plan was to head to Joaquin's Rest next. So let's run north of here. This is back towards where the gnolls were. Always get turned around in this village for some reason. Don't know why I'm not capable of moving through it. I always want to get into this building, but I think it's just like a set piece. It's not actually something you can enter. I can't. I want the barrel.
Attention!
Okay.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
All right.
Light on my feet.
Okay, so now we're over here, and I remember to tell you, the blueprints that I found are right here in case you're looking for them. We did do a murder over there, but it's okay. He was sleeping anyway. He's just taking a longer nap. We did kill him in his sleep. That helps. Wasn't peaceful, but it was in his sleep. Please track something to be. Investigate this at all. Oh, we didn't get down there. All right. Little jump. Here's where the carnage from last stream was. We already fought Flind and talked to Rugen. We're going to continue down the Risen Road. Lessons in Sensible Living, Part 4, Cities and How to Survive Them. On not going to cities, simply the best piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities entirely. I like that. As Denise loves that advice. Much more of a not city person. On marketplaces, people often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in a city market than in the local village. Fools, to them I say your fleeces and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market square, and you will have only a few lumps and bruises to take home. On taverns, all sensible folk enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of friends, but some of you may have heard the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast. If body names like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard's Stave were not enough sufficient warning of their impropriety, let it be known that you will be robbed long before you finish your first tankard, and you will have only a few lumps and bruises for company. Hi, kitten. Good morning. It's nice of you to join us. On sewerage, we like you to keep a pot by your bedside to cast out. Okay, well, you can read that on their own if you want to. Becoming lost cities are far too large, and you'll become lost almost immediately. A fellow once told me that Baldur's Gate is actually 3 cities in one, an outer, an inner, and an upper. I believe he thought I'd be impressed, but I simply spat in his eye and sent him on his way, Harrington and Nethelin. All right, buddy. We're just gonna continue along.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, I think this is a great place to start the next YouTube video. So, we are now heading into Walking's Rest. And bad things have happened here.
Welcome to Joaquin's Rest. West, Baldur's Gate. East, Elturel. Smoke. Something's burning.
A lot of things are burning. Very observant of you.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
What happened here?
A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
We did just read that note
Allow us peace in this
about
plane
Drow and
beyond.
Goblin working
Teach us
together.
care when we would be reckless. Teach us
And
certainty when we would
with...
have
I hear
doubt.
shouting.
So it is spoken.
Someone needs help.
So is it done.
Yes, I know someone needs help. Now that we've cast Speak with Dead once today, Shadowheart will see like the green bodies that we can speak to, but we're going to bypass those for just a moment. Come over here. Karlak, can you... Oh, kitten. No. Oh, God. Oh no. Karlak is way back here. As the cat jumps on the stream. All right. It's a kitten hug break, and we're going to ungroup.
Come on, let's go.
And catch Karlak up.
On my way.
My goodness. This game is not made to play one-handed. Yeah, you jumped up in my microphone. I don't know if the chat would appreciate that, but you can say hello. Hello, chat. Gosh, get the... Oh, don't get tangled in the cord.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond.
Okay,
Teach us
sorry about
care
that.
when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
All right, Karlak. Take a healing potion for me and talk to these fine people trying to open this door.
Keep pushing! Duke Ravengard could be inside. On count of 3. 1, 2.
Ravengard? He's here.
Yes! Now make yourself useful! Push, damn it! Push!
Yeah, let's... Hey, I selected Karlak. Why is my strength negative? Oh, man. All right, we'll get in there. He looks so pleased with himself. All right, I'm still gonna have Karlak go in there because she is resistant to fire and strong. Follow these people in the building. I've tried to bring all of my party in here and it just was a lot of fire damage. Micromanaging the movements was rather difficult. All right, let's go ahead and open this door.
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Okay, yeah, there's a guy in here. We're gonna get pulled into a cutscene. It's gonna be a little jarring, but I'm gonna try and throw the water here first. Start. Oh, that did nothing. That was going to happen.
Are you all right?
Well, by the living gods, I couldn't have asked for a finer savior. Scorched throat. A few hairs singed off.
Nothing a bit of time and fresh air can't cure. Gauntlet, a new duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Report to the Manor and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
No, it can't be. You mean they've taken my...
Yes, Will. The Drow have your father.
Story. Yeah, I haven't done this with your will before. Yeah, I don't remember I had in the first... I skipped this my first game. That's what happened. And then I learned that you're definitely supposed to see this before you leave. I think I've mentioned this before in the stream. I played my first game, like, literally just without metagaming and following wherever the story took me. So if a story didn't, like, point me in a direction, or if I didn't find a clue, I didn't go seek it out. And so I just missed Joaquin's Rest on my first play. All right. So Will's father's been taken. Are you the son of nobility?
The circumstance of my birth is no matter of pride for neither me nor my father. But pride is no reason to refuse help to my own flesh and blood. How can we help?
Rescue Ravengard from his Drow captors. Baldur's Gate needs him now more than ever.
Trust us to see it through, Counselor.
All right, we're not gonna say why entrust this to me because Will's here, obviously. Or have reasons for it. If you come here without Will, like, obviously, like, it's like, why are you trusting me so much? The absolute cult is based in Moonrise Towers. That's where they will have taken him. I've not seen that dialogue option, so we found more information, I think, got here. I did on a previous playthrough. Yeah, let's say that.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
All right, we will head west and find him.
Thank you. When the Grand Duke returns to the city, he'll hail his only son, a hero. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Remember, Will, courage is found in the battle against fear, not in the defeat of it.
So Father said. I won't soon forget.
Fist to work.
I know that she's like focused. Oh God. Oh no. This room. I thought it would pause during the cutscene and it did not. I just doomed that man to death. I'm so sorry, buddy. I lost my train of thought. It's fine. Map completionist in the chat. Yeah, I definitely do more of the map completionist now that I played the game. But all right. Oh, we get a weapon, and
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I don't think we want to give that to her. Really need that. Let's take the jolt shooter this time, I think.
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
What a charmer.
Sorry, trying to decide. That only does the same amount of weapon damage? It gives lightning charges. These are normally really good items. I just don't know if I have the right build for
Pride
it.
of the gate.
Or cantrip. I mean, I feel weird giving the Blade of the Frontier staff to use, but that does the same amount of damage as his rapier, and will also, if he uses his Eldritch Blast, it will have lightning charges. But I think let's just take the jolt shooter. Yeah. I'm not good at making on-the-spot decisions. Well, you're gonna have to wait. Karlak is in a building burning. That man is absolutely dead. So sorry, my dude. I did try and put out the fire so it wouldn't explode when I went in there. That didn't work. just gonna have to live with her decisions. Sorry, buddy. Karlak, please stop moaning and just get out of the building. Here, actually, you take that with you? Water. Right. On the fire. All right.
Is that blood? No,
Shit.
never mind.
You can put distance between you and yesterday, but you'll never leave it fully behind. Father's words. Hard to argue with them. Floric spoke true. I'm a Grand Duke's son.
Well, he's not just any Grand Duke. He's Baldur Ravengard, the most influential duke in the city.
All right, well, then we should rescue him, right?
Thank you. That means a lot. But I wonder, what makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Menzo Baranzan would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
Sounds important. All right. So, now we can talk to some corpses and find out any more information. I will say, those watching replay, if you take everyone up with you, you have to avoid the fire on the floor, but the cutscene won't trigger when she comes back out. That triggered because I had people waiting here, so I probably should have like moved them outside the town or something. And then I wouldn't have lost my opportunity to save Beryl, but alas.
What's cooking?
I'm just gonna move Karlak over here real quick to do a little bit of looting. She has the farthest jump speed.
Something over there.
Burrow hole that Karlak is much too large to fit in. Stolen property, reward offered, in an act of craven vandalism that has not been diminished by the intervening years. The statue of a beloved ranger was callously torn from the central marketplace in Baldur's Gate and is still yet to be found. Though it has been some time since a replica was erected in its place, the collective of concerned citizens of the Wide remains convinced that the original statue is out there somewhere and is willing to bestow a hefty sum upon whoever might assist with its retrieval, no questions asked. We urge the thieves in question to consider this art piece was commissioned not to offend, but to inspire. Indeed, the bold adventure depicted is no real person living or dead, but a metaphor for the city itself, standing solid and stern upon its foundations, gazing outward, but still clutching tight to the heart of warmth and hope. Represented here as a small and furry hamster. I just got this. I was like, I've never found a statue in my playthroughs. I know exactly what this is. Please find the hope in your own heart and return a blighted city with its beloved ranger. Raise hand in help, and we shall fill it with gold. I love that. I'm so glad I finally got it. The hamster indeed is Boo, and that means that the ranger in question, another lovable ranger that some of us know about, that maybe we will indeed find during the course of our adventure. All right. I'm glad I decided to jaunt over there this time around. All right, group up. Shadowheart.
I'm ready. On I go.
What do these people have to say for themselves?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I believe it's this drow who has some interesting... funny in a dark kind of way lines, so we'll try and get to them. Okay. Who are you? BG2 didn't have nearly as many spoken parts, but Boo had the best squeaks. Yay. All right. Okay, Zayren shouldn't have wasted my question on that. Where were you trying to take the Duke?
To Moonrise.
Look at that.
Towers.
We figured it out before we even talked to him. Excellent. Where are you from?
From Sharmuth. Before the Absolute.
Why were you at the inn?
Raid. Retrieval. For the Absolute.
And then this is the funny, sad lore question is, what was your profession?
Male.
Drow have a matriarchal society, and male Drow are not highly regarded. When I first got that, I was like, oh, buddy. I mean, you killed a bunch of people, so I shouldn't feel too bad for you, but also...
No magic left though. Sun's too bright.
Oh, interesting. We got a voice line that we have. I've had the faded Drow leather before, like I've seen it, but I don't think I've heard the voice line that it's faded because of the sunlight. That makes sense. Power from the Underdark. All right, let's talk to this Gabo.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right. Are these just going to be the same question? Who are you?
Hunter.
Where did you come from?
Come. Temple. Close.
And we learned that the larger goblin camp is nearby. Was the mission successful?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
And did you leave any survivors?
Slaves. Good. Raid.
Rude. Oh. How'd you die?
Fell. Dagger. Neck. Stupid.
That does sound like a dishonorable death, my dude.
The spell's power.
All right. Oops. Oh, no. Don't pick up that one. That one was red.
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Let me have them. Thank you. All that for 3 gold. Okay, so there's more exploring you can do here. We're not going to bother with that right now. We are going to attempt get through here without too much fire damage. Well, did not succeed in that effort. Well here? Okay. Done being on fire well. You can go over here and there's like barrels and a chest and everything if you'd like to steal from people across the spring. I have done. You won't do. We have more important things to be doing. Haystack.
Let's see. There's something hidden here in the hay.
So, this relates to the guy who died upstairs. There's a quest to find this, but now that he is gone, again, I am sorry for your loss. I don't want to. There's a cow in here, and you can talk to him and calm him down, and it's great and all. But if you fail, he'll attack you, and I don't want that kind of stress right now. If I fail that check. We are going to take our break here. We're a little shy of 2 hours into the stream.
Doesn't look like much.
But this is the spot that Rugen marked, and it doesn't look like much. We'll head on inside after that little break. I'm going to say probably 10 to 15 minutes today. I want to get a little bite to eat, but I'm fueled for the second half, and hopefully I will see you all back here on the other side of it Dinner has finished, so I'll go for now. Be sure to catch the VOD. Awesome. Well, I'll see those of you who are still here on the other side of the break and joining me. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging with me while I was getting fed and rehydrated. All right, we are gonna head on into the shabby door here, blocked by these just looking crates. Surely they must be empty, correct? Yes. Okay. Hello, sir.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger!
Sure seems jumpy for a lookout. We're going to recite Rugen's passphrase, Little Serpent, Long Shadow.
Oh, Helm's Orps. I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you'd best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
I have to question their decision to put him in charge of guarding their hideout. Not gonna lie. Just letting us rifle through his things, so you know. Sure, it'll be fine. Yes, kitten, hello. Oh, I know I'm encumbered. Oh, we should put those boots on someone. You take them, Will. Doesn't really dash very much, though. Oh, wait a second. We can wear them now. I was gonna check Ranger, and I forgot to. Our proficiencies, medium armor. All right, we moved up in the world. We are just the most likely to dash, so I'm gonna put them on ourselves. Yes, kitten, you're very, very cute. And I know lunch was not long enough that you want all the pets, but we had lots of pets this morning. Have lots of pets this evening. Not good enough. So many shovels inside of small bags here. Also have to question the reality of that situation as we play this fantasy. Alright, well, made some extra gold so we can buy more healing potions. And we walked down the ladder into the basement area. Oh, potatoes. That was one of those salami. I wanted to show you this in case you guys don't know about it. Salami is a weapon game. You can actually equip it and make attacks with it. Not great, but you know, option. Teams seem to be having difficulty coming down the ladder there.
Let's have a look.
So much food in the cellar. All right. So in this area, we have a couple of more interesting things to take a look at. There's lots of bottles on the wall. There's a desk rack here with a book that, let me read the title real quick. Inroads by Arms Dealer Gortash. Nine Fingers. Here follows a report on the inroads upstart smuggler Inver Gortash has been making on the illicit arms trade in the Chinnothar Valley. Though inroads badly understates the case, annexation would be more apt. Yes, kitten. The former black market leaders, the Knights of the Shield, and outside of the city, the Zentarim, have largely been supplanted by Gortash's operation. Illegal arms have never been a major component of the guild's business, but given apparent ambitions, it would be unwise to assume that Gortash will stop there. He bears watching closely. Bursar Uktar. So we have a lot of new information here. We have Nine Fingers. We have Edvard Gortash. We've got mention of the Zentarim, which is a thieving guild organization on the Sword Coast. We have Knights of the Shield. We also have mention of the Guild, which is another thieves guild. It's just called the Guild, but it's a thieves guild in Baldur's Gate. So, helpful information to have. The key here, what that's for. Maybe it's the key that we already have. You snuck down here. Out permission from the clear upstairs. Wondering if there's like a hidden chest or something I haven't found back here before, but all right. I'm gonna stop looting all these things. Just let's go. This is the wardrobe he mentioned, and we're just gonna go through it. We have a new waypoint here for the Zentarim hideout. I swear I know how to say that word. I've only been playing D&D for 4 years.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
Not wanting to talk right now, but thank you. We have an autosave. Love when that happens. And we're encumbered again on our little notes. Gonna be so satisfied to go through all of this loot later on after the stream. Alright, I think before we can loot these chests, we're gonna get a cutscene trigger.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Oh, hey, there's Rugen.
Hold on. That's the one who saved us from the gnolls.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out.
Oh boy.
Come down then. Seems you're a friend of the family.
Okie doke. Between Rugen and the guard, I don't think she's too pleased with her agents.
Better not be cursed.
Now, I don't know if her saying come on down means that we are safe. There's another line of dialogue. I think if Rugen isn't there, but you like persuade her, she'll be like, disarm the traps. And they turn off. I don't know whether or not that means it's probably off. We can try it. Let's try it on the next one. We're gonna try it because no one succeeded. All right, it seems fine. We're fine. They're letting us through.
Hope you weren't followed.
Curious.
So this lever here will disarm all the traps. Read this quick. The explosives are more volatile than a dragonborn's belch, and they cost more than most of your worth. So stop messing with them. Took me half the day to attach the mines to the ceiling, and somebody took one down and lobbed it down the elevator shaft. Oh, you know what that means now. If you are going to waste resources, Zaris would remind you that you are resources, and she is not above throwing you down the shaft. And do you really want to risk attracting the attention of whatever might be at the bottom of the shaft? We're professionals, act like it, or I'll break your fingers. Seems like a professional way to handle that. So this is the Zentarim basement. We've got a guy over here. That seems not to be here of his own will. We also have Brem and someone else packing barrels, but Zaris, the camera doesn't let you look up here. Oh, there we go. Is up here. So we're gonna go talk to her first before we do anything else. If you somehow stumbled onto this video and this is the first one in the playthrough that you're seeing, we are trying to get on the inns with the Thieves Guild on this campaign, so hopefully this
I
goes
owe you
well.
one for saving my people. The Zentarim look out for their own, even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin. And my thanks. Our trader can show you some of our more exotic items now, but don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon.
What are you planning to do?
Someone kidnapped a duke, right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will need someone to blame. I don't plan on it being us.
There. All right, we received Herald. I totally forgot when we picked up the Jolt Shooter that we were going to get another ranged weapon in this quest, so that's my bad. But we can still accept that. See if Rugen has anything to say.
That drink I promised will have to wait. We're moving out. The Elf Song's my local. Look me up if you're in the city.
The Elf Song Tavern is a location in Baldur's Gate, so we can find him there a little later. Oh, hey, there's Ollie.
Good to see you. Killed any more beasts out there?
You didn't wait for a response, but yes. All right, so let's equip some of these weapons. We've got Herald, which is a heavy crossbow. We can... We're a ranger. We can wield this now. I mean, ideally we want hand crossbows, but it's nice to know we can. That's cool. It does a lot more damage than what we have now. Let's see if Will can take that as well. But if Will's ranged, she has Eldritch Blast, and that's surely the better option. We can give him the Jolt Shooter, though. Oh, wait, we have the Sparky Boots, right? Lightning charges. Lightning charges. Let's stack the lightning on one character so that we can give him Herald.
Sharp as ever.
And when you deal damage to a target, it must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be baned for 2 turns. I feel like that's a very Will-esque themed bow. And then we'll get the lightning charges from the Jolt Shooter. All right. We do need to do something here. That is my own secret mission. But before we do that, let's go talk to the trader in case we get ourselves into trouble and they are no longer friendly with us. That is not the plan.
Fine. But who are you? His muse. Don't pretend you know what that means.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness.
No, I'm good. Just want to trade.
Of course. Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
All right, let's see what we can pick up here. We have the Jolty Vest. You take 1 less slashing damage. Counter shock. When the wearer takes damage while having lightning charges, the attacker must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or become shocked. That's kind of cool. It's also expensive. We do have enough money. Let's sell our things. I don't think we need our books anymore. We went through those, but we have a lot of these. Let's part with 5 of them at least. We can sell those. Rest of our stuff. I do this here. No, I cannot. Oh wait, was that the old school book? Oh, the old school book I want. Where to be able to have that one? Hands. All right, that's enough for now. Let me look at what else they have, just because we're not going to be able to buy a ton more here. We can... I don't care about that. Invisibility potions would be nice, but they're pretty expensive. We don't have magical gloves. Advantage on sleight of hand check would be great. We want those. I think the rest is just regular magic weapons, like not unique magic items. Kitten, you cannot jump up here. I'm sorry. All right, do we still have enough for the Jolty Vest? We are like 60 gold short. So we have some more stuff. Cricket, you are being absolutely naughty today. Stay up here while I'm trading, okay? Ooh, we ran him out of money. Great. I would like your Jolty Shoot Vest. I've actually never picked this up on anyone, so I'm excited for that. Let me just finish selling the rest of the stuff. Go on. Get in. You're gonna get tangled. I have headphone cords on right now. We're just gonna drag the multi-item ones. Sorry to do this on the stream. Try and do it afterwards. Need the money. I don't think we need this drow armor, but I'll double check before I get rid of it. So many shovels. And yeah, you're being a naughty girl. The reason you can't stand on my lap is because I'm wearing shorts and have no traction. For those of you who don't know Cricket, she's the channel's named after Miss Crick, but she is quite aged, an elderly kitten, and she has pretty weak hind legs, and she gets very upset when she loses traction trying to stand on surfaces like my thighs that don't have clothing on them. All right, let's equip that Jolty Vest. I wasn't planning on being lightning themed, and it's not really her style, but you know, an increase of 3, a full increase of 3. Hold on, 2. It's an increase of 2 because the dexterity is capped. Is not bad. Then we take less slashing damage. We also have the situation with lightning. So. All right, and then we have the gloves of thievery. I feel bad that they're not as decked out, but you know, you're dealing with the Thieves Guild. Thief is gonna get some good loot. Right, I'll clean up the bags later. All right, kitten, we are going to be doing some precision work. I'm going to need both of my hands. Have a very little amount of time to continue doing this, okay? Oh, I meant to talk to the painter before we went up here, but I'll do that at the end of the video. I mean, we haven't ruined our relationship with the Centrum. Right, am I allowed to walk over here freely? Is that a thing I can do? Ungroup. Can I come here? Is it cool? Am I friendly? Yeah? Oh, no. No, didn't know that was downstairs. Hold on. Oh god. Running around willy-nilly with traps on the ground is not my favorite. I don't know if they're armed right now, but they're not mad at me for walking back here, so it's fine. And there are also some wolves over here. We're just gonna find a spot over here. Take a look around. Go into turn-based mode. A little hide. Oh. Just out of range. Don't mind me. Have 1 potion of invisibility. I'm gonna take it. That's my poison bag. In this for shared inventory. Okay, kid, you can go over here. I cannot hold you right. Hey. So we have 1 potion of invisibility. We are going to take that. Really try. Oh, should have equipped the ring. Hold on. That's going to be my action on this turn. Oh, crud. Okay, hold on. We're exiting turn base mode. We're equipping the ring. Heard the noise from that burrow hole there. That's not what we're looking for. We're going to go back into turn base mode. And we are going to pick these locks. We have advantage because of the Gloves of Thievery we just bought off of their merchant. Plus, we have a +2 from the Smuggler's Ring. We cannot roll lower than a 10, but we still need to get 10+ or not a natural 1. I'm sorry. We need to roll a 5+ or not a natural 1. But I like our odds. A natural 1 and a 12. Thank you for the advantage, Gloves of Thievery. This is something too, the first time I was down here, it was a very long encounter. Like there was a lot of exploring, there was a lot of figuring out
There's a trap.
what everything was. I'm pretty sure the first time through here, I definitely fought all of these people. But in one of these 2 chests, we do have more infernal iron for Karlach, and so I would like to get that for her. We're gonna exit turn-based mode now that we're in here and try and disarm. They're still invisible. Difficulty of 10, just can't roll a natural 1. Good. Lock it. Oh, we failed. Oh no. Okay. We will use our inspiration because we're capped out. Right, it's not this one, it's the other one. I always forget which one it's in. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, disarm first, disarm first. I accidentally picked lockpick. Hopefully that wasn't too loud in the headphones, I'm sorry. Right, now you can lockpick it. To be fair, noise rarely alerts NPCs in this game, which is confusing for me. Infernal Iron. But, you know, we just want to make extra sure we don't set off an explosion in this room that we're sneaking into.
Something good here, I hope.
Is there anything else worth taking here? I don't think so. I think those are the main ones. You can see their little symbol here, the little serpent long shadow. Okay. We are going to walk out the door. Oh, no, no, no. Close. Save. Don't hide. Don't hide. We have nothing. We have nothing. We're fine. We're fine. We weren't sneaking. We weren't doing anything wrong. Everything is A-O. It's another door. I don't know what's back here. I don't remember what's in that one, but I don't have another potion. Wolf is staring right at it. How patient do we want to be to see if he goes the other way? We could also send someone else to go buy another potion of invisibility now that we have more money. Like in tabletop D&D and by logic, if I went invisible here, like the wolf would know that I turned invisible. Should be upset about it. I don't think that's what happens in this game though.
I should speak up.
But they turned around.
Just out of view.
Okay, we're fine. Let's do a sneak. We're saved if it goes horribly wrong.
Should do it.
Gonna try again. We're gonna use our thieves tools this time. Oh no! Good thing we have 20 sets of thieves tools. Let's go. I'm trying to right click through it and it wasn't letting me that time around, so sorry for the long animations. There we go. 2 16s. Not letting me click through the animations. Weird. There we go.
Breathe deep and move.
Inside, close the door behind us. Staying in turn-based mode because I don't know how far the vision comes in here. Ash. It's trapped. Abyss Beckoners. Demon Spirit Aura. The wearer summoned creatures has resistant to all magical damage except psychic damage. At the start of the summoned creature's turn, it must succeed on wisdom saving throw or be driven mad. That doesn't seem worth it. I'll still take them because they're worth a lot, but I don't think I want to equip those. I was getting excited about our closet summon, but that's too risky. Collecting paintings, right? Do that. See how much movement I can milk out of this turn. This is a long 6 seconds in turn mode. That is the end of my turn. Okay, so we're gonna stay hidden.
Oh yeah.
Nope, nope. Oh, oh no. Okay, they're walking back over. This is why we're in turn-based mode. Right, and then I think the move, honestly, we're not in a red zone. I would expect this to be a red zone, but we can just use our waypoints and so okay, I missed a lot in here actually, so my bad. Hold on. Oil lamp? Did we not just dash? Like a special one, or just I'm not supposed to have it? I don't think that's worth trying to steal. Backpack on the ground. There's gold on the top shelf. I don't think I can reach that. Oh, I can. Notes from a soothsayer. Each chapter of this book uniquely details a unique case study of the soothsayer Geraldine Havelo's illustrious career. Its 23rd chapter is conspicuously dog-eared, The Frightened Noble and the Ochre Omen. Hereunder, I have transcribed a conversation between myself and a young nobleman of my lifelong acquaintance. Typically, he came to me for guidance in matters of love and fortune, but his visit to me on one particular occasion stands out in my mind particularly. Madam, please, what I say to you is true. Perhaps if you'd be so kind to repeat it for the record? The fellow I met was ochre of skin with ears like an elf and a nose like a half-rotted corpse. Very rude description of a Githyanki, but yes. Markings like those of a fawn's hide decorated his skin. Myself. I see. And what did he say as he approached you, and what was it? Misted Glen upon you. The fellow, the creature, the man, came to see me slowly, a blade in his right hand. I was transfixed, though stricken stiff by some magic. He held the sword below my chin and asked me something I could not understand. I see it now, the blade silver as the moon in a lake beneath my chin. Calm yourself, sir. You're quite safe. You say you could not understand what the fellow said. At first, no. No, at first I knew not what his tongue spoke, but it seemed to glean my confusion and tried to speak common instead. He said, "Tell me now, which plane is this?" And then I lost grasp of the ghost, fainted directly to the ground. Then I woke. I know not how much later. He was gone, and I flew to you, myself. I understand, child. Be not frightened, for you have been visited by a most auspicious omen. Your crops will yield twice their wealth this year. Truly? But who was he? He was a figment of your inner daemon, a messenger from your deepest intuition, and he came to inform you that you're of your impending luck. And I tell you, it was so. That was really weird. But it's an account of a Githyanki. We have heard Lizelle talk about her dreams of a silver sword, I think, in this campaign. If not, we will at some point. I think we've read this book as well.
Best be on my way.
Just pick up a few more things we can sell. Sorry, the Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volume 3, The Outer City. Just gonna raise through this real quick. See if it's worth reading aloud. I think it's just giving us more information about Baldur's Gate. So if you haven't played the game before, it might be helpful to read before you get to the city. And we are just gonna can't fast travel in turn-based mode. Okay. So we can dash over this corner. Exit turn-based mode. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but oh god. God. And we're up here. We're fine. We're gonna group the others together. And let's take
I could go for a good meal.
Karlak to go back down and talk to
All right.
Trader again.
What's wrong with the artist? Besides the bleeding obvious.
Actually,
He misses the sun.
for roleplay reasons, I am not gonna have Karlak talk to him because we'll end up killing everyone in the place. Let's have Payne come back down here so that we have our face again. The other party stop.
Defender of the people.
Finish your walk, please.
Foot forward.
Free me now, and I'll see that my patron rewards you.
Never a dull moment.
Not that Karlak wouldn't be justified in being upset with this man, but I want to make sure that we stay on our side. Oh, I can't even talk to him anymore. Okay.
Of course.
Gonna trade.
Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
Take those potions of invisibility. I also I haven't decided like on a color for Payne's attire. Very important. When we were in the leathers before, it wasn't important to me because I was fine with that, but I don't really like the silver on her. So, which of these? I don't think any of these are the right vibe for her, to be honest. Black and green, we can try. Only has 2 of them, though. The lavender and the color names are not accurate. I'm trying to base on my memory, like what I've seen before, and lavender isn't actually lavender. I think out of these options, black and green would be best, but there's only 2 of them, so we're not going to be able to do our whole outfit, which is a bummer.
Pleasure.
That's not what I came down here for, but ADHD has gotten distracted. Okay, I like that considerably better than the blue for Payne. It blends in a little bit better. Not my favorite, but better. And then the gloves aren't atrocious. Like the red isn't great with the green, but the boots are pretty bad. So let's see if we can find the boots. For them to be black, but at least they match the shirt now. Okay, I think we have to talk to the artist since we don't have the option with the other guy anymore.
Zaris may have welcomed you, but I can see you're not one of her thugs.
Oh, it's very
You
insightful.
need to buy me.
The market of buying people? I don't think so. Why are you selling yourself?
Selling myself? I am not some lower city coin
Told
lad
me to
offering
buy
you a
you.
tumble.
What else would you like me to respond with?
I am an artist, and my patron will reward you for my rescue. Tenfold, whatever ransom you pay, I guarantee it.
Who's your patron?
As far as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions later. Please, speak to Brem. I need to see the sun again.
We are not for slavery, so like we want to help him, but I don't have a lot of money because they spent it. Let's see what we can do.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
You're right, I do not. Do you have steel? Oh, you're threatening him. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I don't have that kind of money.
Been there, mate. Come back when you've coined and we can talk, eh?
Oh, you didn't give me the option to like.
Something I can help you with.
Go in.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
All right. How much will you lower it if I persuade you?
All right. So maybe I was fishing. No fooling you.
Okay. We need to do some more selling.
Something I can
I've
help
never
you with.
been this cash poor before getting to this point before.
Of course. Got some
But
interesting stock for a friend
that
of
makes
the
sense
family.
because I've purchased a fair amount of magical items. We have plenty of stuff we looted from upstairs, though. Some of the books we stole. I never end up using false life scrolls, so I normally don't sell my scrolls, but I'm going to in this case. Just don't use them. Well, actually, hold on. Now that I have just said that. Okay. I just said that. They're worth, he's going to charge. Can I buy back? Is there buy? What's the buyback? Yeah, no. Okay. Undo that. I could have used them. I should be using them. They're just it's great. I just never want to spend actions in combat, but I forgot you can prepare temporary spells before. I should have done that, but what's done is done. We're going to sell those. These. We have
Pleasure.
enough now.
All's well that ends.
One more
Something
time.
I can help you with.
Yes, please.
Then it's the same price I gave you
I
before.
know. I got it.
No more, hey? He's all yours. Don't
Understood.
forget to feed him. He balls something proper.
Well, you have to feed people. That's how they work.
I can't say I've... No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service.
I haven't heard of you.
An affliction for which you cannot be faulted, this far from civilization.
Okay.
But my patron will be most grateful for your heroics. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
What we call a little bit of an overshare, and while Denise may not mind, I don't think do it. I don't want to be rude and be like, oh, I don't care about your love life, but let's ask who Lady Janeth is.
Passion, refinement, and, as it turns out, quite ferocious temper. The latter I learned only after the engagement, when I told her I was in love with someone else. I made a timely retreat into the countryside.
To be clear, I
Repent
didn't
and
ask
clear
you
my
for this
head.
information. I just asked who she was.
Choose, I suppose.
I like both of these. A truly horrifying dilemma, or all I cared about is getting paid, and I don't love that. But like, I would like to be paid back. And I pick this one every single time. I don't normally play people who are just like, give me money. Let's see what he says about that.
I wish I could harden my heart, sir. Still, you're right. We have the matter of my return to consider. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you?
No.
Ease the discomforts of the road some...
Absolutely not.
No coin? Mightily imprudent of you.
I just spent 600 gold for you.
I suppose I can endure the walk sober.
Just wants it for alcohol.
Suffering has become an old friend, after all.
Okay, Oscar.
Until Baldur's Gate, then.
You know. So the reason why I was curious about paintings is I know about Lady Janeth, and I think that it would be interesting.
I made a bucket of coins off him. When we get back to the gate, I'll take you to a museum. They got paintings in those.
Sorry. I will. I want to see if Lady Janeth like buys paintings off of you, I guess, but I don't know if that's the case or not. We can't steal anything else in here though, unless we want to get caught. I think we've done plenty of damage. We've got our infernal iron. Let's head back, Damon, because we have 2 pieces of infernal iron now. Right? I'm not overlooking something, am I? Yeah, it just wants me to go back up top. I think this is a passage to the Underdark up here. We're not going to push our luck, though. Ooh, I wasn't even thinking when I wanted to take Longstrider on Shadowheart for the level 1 spell. I was just thinking movement in general is good, but I also forgot that like with our tiny little gnome legs, we normally only get 25 feet of movement, so 35. Not 40, but it's better than 25, so I'll take it. Right. You know, we got through our checklist for today. I was trying to meet like a certain point for the stream today, and after we wrap up with Damon, got it. So, quite pleased with that. Which is good because we need to take a long rest. We've been doing all of this on without a short rest to come, so not too much combat today. Come on, Karlak. Here we go.
How fares the search?
We got it.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way.
We have another piece, but I don't think he can take it right now.
I miss my
I'll double
looking for
check.
steel. I have, well, something close.
I don't think I've ever had 2 in Act 1 before, so I think he's just gonna say he needs time.
Hold on to it for now. I haven't quite worked out a schematic for a new design. Might take me a bit of crunching to figure out something suitable. If it can even be done. But it's my top priority, believe me. Anything to take my mind off, well, everything.
Alrighty. Talk to Karlak.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Let's find some evil for you to smack then.
Bring it on.
All right. We are gonna head straight to camp from here. We'll wind down for the night. Oh, Gale. I'm gonna check my inventory before we go into this conversation. I don't have anything extra to give him. That also hasn't happened. I've always had something that I was like, yeah, it's fine, you can take this. I have like a dancing light locket he could probably take. Please double check over here. We have a color spray ring. I never, ever, ever use color spray. Give him that. I picked black and red. I don't think we want black and red. That's with our hair. I don't know why it started doing this. I thought it was a glitch in just one of my other games, but it looks like it's here too. It like re-gave me all of my starting equipment. I don't know if that was with the last patch or with what happened. Like I have 10 of these now and 2 helms. So I guess maybe I didn't need to take the disguise on Shadowheart, but now we have 3 party members can disguise self, which I think is pretty cool. These are just more items. We could have matching cloaks with Will if we wanted to. And we also have our extra food and potions. I'm not going to complain if they gave us free stuff. It's weird to have 2 chests. So everything is getting sent to this green one now. So we'll just move everything over. And I'm going to go through and organize this after the stream today, but we will do our wind down activities before ending the video, just so that we can see what our camp has to say. Now that we know what we're giving to Gale, we can talk to him, because I'm pretty sure he's going to ask us.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Oh. I have a spear somewhere, too. I'm carrying that? You can still take this. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I gave him 2 items. I only meant to give him 1. I hate that this window doesn't close after you give him 1 item. Well, I gave him both, so.
I might need you to be more specific there.
Oh.
Just 1 artifact will suffice.
Okay. 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 It gave it back to me. There we go.
Thank you.
So it would just close afterwards. We'd be fine. It's such a weird, finicky menu. Glad there's a fail-safe for that happens.
It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. But this doesn't feel quite right. I mean, it never feels right, but it relieves. This doesn't relieve. Oh.
What's happening?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
You know, I feel for him, but he's awfully dramatic. All right, let's go to bed. Oh, I forgot we're gonna get this cutscene tonight.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
I love the, well, aren't you a luscious thing? But, like Karlak, will crush, so we're not going to say that in front of her. There's 2 of the 9 hells of you.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
This is why we love Karlak.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me devils only. She's a tiefling, not a monster.
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue
Technicality
of having
there.
no heart.
You better not lay a damn finger on Karlak. Mean it.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
Good look.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I know you're not supposed to like Mizora, but her character design is so cool, and I love that her horns go straight up and that they're like just part of her head instead of like being separate horn things. Also, didn't realize till 2 days ago. I've been playing this video game almost every day with maybe like 1 or 2 days a week off since it came out. In this game, I only noticed 2 days ago that her cloak is made out of like hair, which is horrifying. But yeah, love her character design aside from that horrifying cloak. Well, let's go talk to Will, see what he thinks about what just happened.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
We failed an Arcana check because we're not good at that. We could go with a lot of these, but let's say, what did you expect? She's a devil, hardly the paragon of honesty.
All these these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
So we both learned about his father in the same day as learning the option about cause the rift between you two. Let's go with that.
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
All right. I believe Karlak also wants to talk about it, understandably.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
You must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
We had a lot of
Soldier.
conversation options earlier, so let's just go through them. So not only do you have this thing in your chest, but it's burning up.
That's the short of it. Bloody thing's been in overdrive since I left Avernus.
What does it do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited
Kind of knock
at
yourself
all,
out, yes.
angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
That's unfortunate. What's it been like?
Agonizing. God's what I wouldn't give for a hug. A pat. Anything. You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Oh well. Can't have it all, can you? Not today, at least.
Don't kick us out of the conversation, Carla.
Copper for your thoughts.
All right. Let's see if there's anything else we want to chat about. You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
I can see why you are so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
All right. I think we're going to leave that for tonight so we have something to talk about with her tomorrow. Let's talk to Shadowheart before we go to bed also, because she had a lot of stuff today that she should have at least had dialogue for. And I don't know if it was a bug or intended that we didn't get it.
Karlak's temper is a sight to behold. She'll need to be careful. That rage will burn her right out.
Didn't have
Something the matter?
anything to say? Okay, let's see here. She didn't respond well to our prying before, so let's try and be a little bit more gentle with it and ask her about the murals that we saw in the grove. Ask if something about them caught her eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Oh, Shadowheart. We're trying. Yeah, I guess that's it for tonight. Let's go to bed.
Here we go.
All right. So that is going to be pretty much it for this stream. I am going to do one little thing, and that is that in between streams, I want to clean up my inventory, sell things that I need to sell and all that. I'm going to leave camp while I'm on camera still so that we can see. Sometimes text bubbles pop with your companions right after you leave town. So let me do that and just make sure that we're good.
Druids. Who uses wooden tools?
We're good. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the stream today. I hope you had fun. We were able to cover everything I wanted to get covered. Next time around, we are going to venture south and investigate Kaga because we found out that she is up to some shady things. And perhaps make a visit to Auntie Ethel so that she could help us with something if we wanted to go meet her for tea. Pretty sure that was the name in this game. So we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.
What'd I do for some salt?
I miss my forge.
Is that everything?